Just got this. I'm gonna use it in my Alienware graphics amplifier. I have an Alienware laptop that I'm gonna be using this video card on. The laptop itself already has a 2070 video card, so I'm just adding a 2080 Super video card, more for convenience. I mean, it's a little bit of a boost, you know, because you're using a full-size graphic card instead of the one inside the laptop, so it reduces heat and everything, and it reduces over usage on the motherboard and all that, because it is a laptop. It gets hot and it starts to, you know, lag, especially when it gets too hot. So anyway, I'm a believer that the full-size cards, graphic cards and everything are much better than the ones inside laptops, because of their full size, and you know, they're dedicated just for that. It's not part of the whole laptop thing. So anyway, and that's just my opinion. So I purchased this so I can set it up and just plug in my laptop and take it out when it comes to running my Oculus and some other gaming software that needs a high-end graphics card or a computer. And I saw this was on special. This was a renewed product or refurbished product, or you know, a used product on Amazon, and I paid about $160 compared to $229, the going rate for a brand new one. And it looks new. It looks great condition. I looked it over. I'm doing a video on it now. So this is the graphics card I'm going to put in there, and my idea is that I'm just going to set this up on the side, and when I'm ready to run, because I have a full-size tower, but I'm having problems running some of the 360 Oculus, I'm sorry, the VR Oculus racing games. So they seem not to work very well on that computer. I don't know if it's a software or hardware issue, but when it comes to that, when I'm using this is my setup for driving games, my VR driving games, and I have an issue when I use my desktop. So the laptop has solved the issue, but I want to get it, you know, have less of an issue of plugging everything in, because I always have to plug in all the other USB devices, the Oculus itself and everything. So what I'd like to do is actually have everything plugged in here, or actually have it plugged into a USB hub, and then have that hub plug in here. And the back of this has a bunch of USB ports and everything. So it's going to be more for convenience and future proofing. So I'm hoping that this laptop lasts a really long time, and that I can continuously upgrade the video card as video cards get better. So hopefully I'll still have this in 5 years, unless the whole, you know, industry changes completely. So let's open this up and take a look at it. This is the front. This is the back. I'll scan this and have this at the end. The side, all the others. There we go. So anyway, let me open it up so you can see how it looks. I'll do some benchmark tests on this with the, I have I think it's 3D Mark and some other software from Steam that I use. And I'll show you the results. This is the actual box, it's all black. Wow. It's amazing. I remember one of my first high-end video cards was a, I think it was a Oh my goodness. Not even a PCI port. Those black, really long ones. I forget what they were called. And the video card was eight whopping megabytes, and it was like the computer guy I bought it at the store. There was a lot of mom and pop stores during the time when I first got into computers in the 90s, and the gentleman behind the counter said, "You'll never need another video card again. This is like ultra fast." And you know, it's a VGA connection, and it was I don't even know. It was horrible resolution, but then was awesome. But compared to what we get now with 4K and 8K, it's wow, we've come a long way. I wish I still had that video card. 8 megabyte video card. And nothing had fans. Nothing had fans. Not even the CPU had a fan. All you had maybe was a heat sink. Things didn't get that hot. It's nice packaging. Okay, nothing else in the box. These are the packaging instructions, or unpacking instructions. So I guess I'm supposed to flatten this, and the card should come out easily. Upside down. Manual. I have some of this at the end also. Flatten everything. Slide it completely out. Move this to the side. Now the video card itself. Is there anything in here? Nothing in there. Really nice looking video card. Let me take the plastic off and do a really close up of the whole thing. Not for nothing, but these things are just beautiful compared to the old cards. Wow. There's a lot of power in these video cards. This is the cover. And let me do a close-up. It's the heat sink there, looks like, and that's the this is the bottom. Let's look at one at a time. They're so much heavier too, these video cards. Power connections there. This is the back. The front. I'll unplug these in 1 second to show you the ports that are available. In the top, the 2 fans. think these are 120 in size. Okay, and the ports are going to be DisplayPort, DisplayPort, HDMI, two display HDMI, and another DisplayPort. A nice looking card. I hope the performance is good. That's the look of the card. Let me do some quick measurements. I measure everything, especially if you're looking to see the size of this thing and you want to see if it fits in your case. It should fit in my Alienware graphics amplifier. So it's about that long. If you need to get detailed, and then from front to back. You see in the background, that'll be inside, so it's probably like 4 1/8 really. Okay, and then the thickness of the card. A little over 2 inches. That's really thick. It'll just be too way over 2 inches in the front, that's for sure. Make sure you, this might even take 3 slots. Might not be enough unless you have a really thin card. Pretty thick. Yeah. This is the back of it. Heavy card. Let me weigh it. Curious. Wow, it's a pretty heavy card.
ASUS Dual GeForce RTX 2080 Super EVO OC Edition Graphics Card ASDUALRTX208 DUAL-RTX2080S-O8G-EVO ASUS. Cost $709.99. B&H. Key features: 1650 MHz Core, boostable to 1860 MHz 3072 CUDA Cores, Turing Architecture, 8 GB of GDDR6 VRAM based on the Turing Architecture and designed to handle the graphical demands of 4K gaming. The ASUS Dual GeForce RTX 2080 Super EVO OC Edition graphics card brings the power of real-time ray tracing and AI to your PC games. ASUS RTX 2080 Super EVO OC Overview. Based on the Turing Architecture and designed to handle the graphical demands of 4K gaming, the ASUS Dual GeForce RTX 2080 Super EVO OC Edition graphics card brings the power of real-time ray tracing and AI to your PC games. The front panel of the card features a variety of outputs, including DisplayPort 1.4 and HDMI 2.0B. The RTX 2080 Super is not just about high-resolution gaming. Computationally intensive programs can utilize the GPU's 3072 cores to accelerate tasks using CUDA or other APIs. For cooling, ASUS implemented dual-wing blade fans. The patented wing blade design delivers maximum airflow and improved 105% static pressure over the heatsink while also operating quieter than reference cards. Real-time ray tracing. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX platform enables real-time ray tracing of objects and environments with physically accurate shadows, reflections, refractions, and global illumination. The RTX 2080 Super features 8 GB arrays per second and up to 63 TRTX ups. Equivalent aggregate math operations contributed by the Turing shaders, CUDA cores, tensor cores, and RT cores needed to render RTX graphics. SLI ready with a compatible motherboard and a connecting bracket? 2 or more NVIDIA GPUs of the same model can combine processing power using NVIDIA's Scalable Link Interface, SLI. How the cards work together can be customized to suit your preferences. Alternate frame rendering has each alternating card prepare the next frame, essentially multiplying the capabilities of a single card's maximum capable frame rate output. Each card in the configuration can also be used to improve anti-aliasing by being able to process an image in parallel with the other cards before filtering out jagged edges. The NVIDIA GeForce RTX NVLink bridge, sold separately, provides 50 times the available transfer bandwidth of previous technologies. Delivering smooth gameplay, it's an effective way to enjoy surround gaming, and it's only compatible with the GeForce RTX 2070 Super, 2080, 2080 Super, and 2080 Ti graphics cards. Note, the benefits of SLI will vary based on component configuration. NVIDIA GPU Boost 4.0 boosts the card's clock speed in real time based on the target temperature. If the card is running below the set target temperature, GPU Boost 4.0 will increase the clock speed to improve performance. The target temperature can be reset depending on your preference, so you can have the card run more quietly for everyday tasks and older games, and run at full tilt during intense high-resolution gaming sequences. NVIDIA Ansel with Ansel, gamers can compose the gameplay shots they want, pointing the camera in any direction and from any vantage point within a gaming world. They can capture screenshots at up to 32 times the screen resolution, and then zoom in where they choose without losing fidelity. With photo filters, they can add effects in real time before taking the shot, and they can capture 360-degree stereo photospheres for viewing in a VR headset or Google Cardboard. CUDA, NVIDIA's parallel computing platform, which enables an increase in computing performance by harnessing the parallel nature of GPU processing. CUDA-compatible applications can assign intensive parallel computing tasks, such as real-time video rendering, to the GPU to process, freeing up the computer's CPU to run other tasks. G-Sync ready when used with a monitor that has G-Sync hardware installed. The monitor's refresh rate will sync and lock with the graphics card's output frame rate. Establishing the sync removes tearing and stuttering, which can result from conventional fixed screen refresh rates, especially important for gaming in stereoscopic 3D. An additional benefit of G-Sync is reduced lag, so gamers will benefit from the improved command response time as well. UPC 92,876,434,987. In the box, ASUS Dual GeForce RTX 2080 Super EVO OC Edition graphics card, limited 3-year warranty. ASUS RTX 2080 Super EVO OC specs: GPU model NVIDIA GeForce RTX 2080 Super Stream processors, 3072 CUDA cores, boost clock speed, gaming mode, 1830 MHz OC mode, 1860 MHz base clock speed, gaming mode, 1650 MHz OC mode, 1680 MHz interface, PCI Express 3.0x16 supported APIs, DirectX 12 OpenGL, 4.5 memory speed, 15.5 GB per second memory configuration, 8 GB memory interface, GDDR6 memory interface with 256-bit memory bandwidth, 496 GB per second display support, display connectors 3x DisplayPort 1.41
HDMI 2.0.
Maximum digital resolution 7680 x 4320 at 60 Hz. Power requirements: PCI power connectors 1x 8-pin, 1x 6-pin. Recommended system power requirements: 650 W. Dimensions: height 4.65 inches, 118.00 millimeters. Length 10.51 inches, 267.00 millimeters. Width 2.75. Slot: general cooler type, open fan. Sync packaging info. Package weight 4 pounds. Box dimensions: LXWXH 18.7x 17.7x 10.4.
I just want to say I'm happy with my purchase after using it for about a day, and you know, it's a high-end video card compared to the one I had. I had a 1080, or there's actually, you know, some people who will disagree with that, but it's a 2080 video card. I'm finding some use for it. I still needed a card for the Alienware graphics interface box, external graphics. So I had to swap this one out. I don't want to keep searching for one to see if it fits. So I'll just leave that one. I'll leave the 2080 inside my Alienware Area 51 R5 CPU, and I put the 1080 Ti 1080, I believe it's a 1080 Ti grandfather edition 11 gigs memory video card inside the Alienware graphics box, or graphics external graphics display box. Sorry, not grandfather's edition, founder's edition card. It's a 1080 Ti 11 gig founder's edition card that I ended up swapping this out for and putting it inside the Alienware external graphics amplifier. So I'm happy with it. You saw the test, and you heard the specs, and I'm happy with my purchase, and I hope the video helps. I hope you liked it. I hope it was detailed. Thank you. Bye.